Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. Just wanted to come out real quick tonight and touch on some of these free agent moves that we have been making so far. Put my opinion out there and just see how everybody's feeling about it, because right now, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't completely hate what the Raiders are doing. I know a ton of people are pissed off and they're saying we're doing things the Patriots way, and trust me, that fucking drives me insane. I trust Dave Ziegler a hell of a lot more than I trust Josh McDaniels. I do believe that Ziegler can build a pretty damn good football team. I just don't think he has the staff to coach what he's going to put together, and it's going to end up biting us in the ass in the end. Then wrapping it up, I just want to touch on the tight end room real quick, just because we only have like one or two tight ends actually on this roster, and they are pretty much both trash. Y'all know we are not wasting any time. We are going to jump straight into this. If you have not subbed up yet, if you could, I really would appreciate that. But we're starting with Jerry Tillery. I don't understand why people are so pissed off about this move. Our defense was legitimately better statistically on paper when his ass was in the game. And you have to remember, he was just getting back into football at this point. I really think this guy could be a huge asset for us next season. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do. And I was happy as shit when I saw the Raiders re-sign him. I do not think he's going to be a rotational piece. I think he's possibly going to be our starting defensive tackle week 1. And I really want to see what he can do. I don't know if y'all have noticed the trend, but all these free agents the Raiders are bringing on are all former first-round picks. They have the upside, they have the potential. After that, we got Teamer and Faison. I'm going to group both these guys together, and I gave both of them so much shit last season, and they did. They went through their ups and their downs. They were both learning a new system, and they both showed flashes at times, but other times they were completely fucking burnt toast. But I really do not mind the Raiders re-signing either one of these guys, for the main reason is that they will both be rotational pieces and neither one of them will be starters. I'm honestly really starting to like the way that this secondary is lining up right now. Mainly because we signed my number one target in free agency, and that was Epps. Him and Trayvon Merrick could end up being one of the best safety combinations in football, no bullshit. Then we got Teamer backing him up in case one of those guys do end up going down. As a depth piece to get us through a couple weeks, I will take Teamer's ass all day long. And then as far as the cornerback room goes, I do not think Faison is going to be a starter. The way I see this playing out, we're going to have Hobbs on one corner, and we are going to draft Witherspoon out of Illinois to play that other cornerback spot, and then we'll have Faison backing them up. Plus, we still have Amik playing that slot role, and whether you love him or hate him, and I'm kind of on the fence about it just because of his size, but I've seen that dude make some plays over the years, but we've also seen him get torched on many occasions. I'm liking how the secondary is being built right now, but if we let Rock Ya-Sin end up going to another team and we do not draft a corner in that first round, then we definitely have to do something in free agency and do that shit right away before all these cornerbacks disappear. After that, we got Robert Spillane, and I understand that this dude is a thumper, but he completely sucks in coverage. This reminds me so much of Nick Kwiatkowski, and I put so much faith into that dude just to watch him crash and burn on a weekly basis. I like this pickup because we were in desperate need of a linebacker, because the only people that we're carrying right now are Diablo, Masterson, and Butler. Spillane could end up coming in here and making like an immediate impact for this roster, but y'all know how much I hate the Raiders getting destroyed by running backs running routes out of the backfield and us being nowhere around to make the play on that ball, and I see that shit happening over and over again with this kid. If we end up going Witherspoon in the first and the best available linebacker on the board in the second, I would not shake my head at that shit at all. Then finishing up in that wide receiver room, we picked up Dorsett and we picked up Myers. Everything that I've read has said that Myers is going to be our number 2 wide receiver, and he is going to replace Mack Hollins on the outside. He has the size and the speed to be able to do that and be an actual complement to Davante Adams, which would leave Dorsett coming in and playing that slot role, and this scares the shit out of me because my gut tells me tomorrow at some point we are either going to cut or trade Hunter Renfrow, and that shit is going to drive me insane. His money does not become guaranteed until Friday, and there have been a few teams that have shown interest in getting him off of our squad and onto theirs. And that will continue the trend of getting rid of every weapon we have and then bringing in someone new to replace them. At that point, Josh Jacobs will legitimately be the last man standing. And finishing up, I want to talk about this tight end room real quick, just because we only have 2 tight ends on our current roster right now. One's a blocking tight end that's not very good at it, and the other one's name I can barely say. And neither one of those dudes come anywhere close to replacing somebody the caliber of Darren Waller that we only got a 3rd round pick for. We need a damn starting tight end, especially playing in the AFC West. Look around you and look what the other teams have. I get it, this season's draft is loaded full of tight ends, but you are not going to pluck some gem out of the third round that's going to end up being your starting tight end and replacing the shoes that he has to fill. I really thought we were going to re-sign Foster Moreau, but obviously that shit is not going to happen. This is one of the biggest holes that I am watching on this team moving forward. So hit me up, let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out another one of these videos. I'm really looking forward to Friday. It's been a minute since I've done a live show, so give me a break if that shit does not go incredibly smooth. I really appreciate everybody that can make it out for that. I'm not sure exactly what time it's going to be, but it's going to be between like 9 and 10 Eastern. If something big ends up dropping tomorrow, I might end up doing a quick little hitter for you guys. But if not, I'll see y'all then. Peace, nation.